let me just go on and tell y'all. It is Sunday afternoon. It is 3. Yep, don't judge me. I am still in the bed, but I'm about to get up. I ain't been asleep all this time. I slept until like 1 o'clock. However, I done woke up to drama. So let me just start off by saying this. First off, y'all, I understand where a lot of y'all are coming from when it comes to Jasmine's little date the other night, but I don't even call it a date. I don't even think she really sees it as a date. I can't speak for her, but I'm just saying, they friends. They friends, y'all. People need to stop jumping the gun, okay? They're friends. They friends. They both in college. They both struggling. I get it, y'all all saying he invited her, and on the first date, you know, he should square everything away. Guess what, y'all? This wasn't no first date. It wasn't. They ain't even a couple. To me, I look at this first date as somebody who potentially, when y'all make a date, you get excited and you wanna, you know, you can't wait. You get butterflies in your stomach and you can't wait to see them and, you know, share this moment with them. Child, it wasn't even like that. Trust and believe, okay? She was excited about going to the movies and stuff and hanging out with the opposite sex because she be around them girls all the time. But, you know, that's all it was. Stop tripping because she bought a damn Slurpee and some popcorn. Moving on. Second, I just got off the phone with my sister, and I swear, if I could fight her battles for her, I really, really, really would. Because she is not aggressive, she's not assertive, she's not vocal like I am and my other sisters. She's really quiet, and, you know, she gets in her emotions. And for once, I would just like to just step inside her body and take over, just so she can start to find peace in her heart and just live her life. I told y'all I was so happy for her moving to Florida, and she still let motherfuckers control her from Atlanta, okay? I told her today, you are grieving a relationship that died a long time ago. Let it go. For real.
I am dressed, and me and Jada is about to go hit up the little Plato's Closet, because this shorty needs some jeans. All her jeans is like getting like super tight, and she needs some wiggle room, so I'm about to go accommodate her. Oh, let me tell y'all, Mr. Long just left to go, where he went? Buffalo Wild Wings to go watch the Philly Dallas game. He looks back at it. Look back at, oh, he twerking for y'all. I'm like on 10 right now. I'm like on 10. And I'm gonna tell y'all, when it comes to relationships, like for real, and they have something to do with people who I love, honey, I am like May Rose. I will want to hurt somebody. I swear I'm gonna have to do a separate video on this, y'all, because me chatting about this in the vlog, I gotta get it all out. I have to express myself.
Child, now me and Jada is at the outlet mall because Plato's was gonna be closed and the beauty supply store was closing, so we just came to the outlet mall to get a little shopping in. Y'all, why this lady staring at me, like staring hard, okay? She was staring really, really, really hard. Why people stare? It's not cool to stare. Open it up. Take a picture, it'll last longer. That little mannequin is cute.
Alright, what y'all think about this hat? I like it. I really think I can get my Mary J. Blige on with it. But I ain't in love. Hats. I'm picky about my hats too. Okay. I'll let y'all tell me what y'all think. Alright, y'all. The day has come to an end, and shorty is tired, and y'all probably are wondering, why am I on the floor? Rocky's sitting over here under me. He just wanted to be touched. Today, I just, I'm gonna say just a little in my feelings. I'm just gonna say that. I started off like, y'all saw how the vlog started off with, you know, everybody having an opinion about what Jasmine did. Little do you know, oh well, it's done and over with, okay? And I am not going to go back and forth with anybody about how I feel about anything. So I know I've already put that disclaimer out there before, and I'm just gonna put it out there again. I'm just not gonna go back and forth. Everybody has an opinion and everyone is entitled to one. However, people are always gonna make the decisions and the choices that they want, and if you're gonna judge people by that, then oh well, get over yourself, okay? Because everybody ain't gonna agree with everybody. Let's just go and say that. However, I was a little in my feelings this morning about that, and then what just really just set me off was my sister calling me, and she was just really upset about her husband's choices and things that he's doing. So I had to talk her down and just get her head back in a good space, because like I told y'all a couple weeks ago, my sister moved to Florida from Atlanta, and it was the best thing for her. It was the healthiest thing for her as well. She just was in a bad situation, and she became my shero, okay? Tiffany became my shero because she did something that needed to be done, and she reclaimed her happiness. She had to just reclaim it, snatch it back and say, no, motherfucker, I'm not gonna let you continue to make me unhappy and make me feel miserable and make me feel like everything is always my fault. So she was just a little upset this morning, and she said she was glad that I was available and I was able to talk to her this morning. And I'm glad I was awoke. I'm glad I was coherent, and I'm glad I answered the phone, because sometimes I don't hear my phone ring. And it's just because I don't sleep with my phone in the bed or anything like that. Sometimes my phone end up in Rocky bed, okay?
Go figure. Y'all know Rocky be on Instagram. The bitches love Rocky, okay?
So I talked to her when I got back home this evening, and I think we talked for like maybe a good hour, and you know, she just was like, Steph, where do I go from here? And I said, it's time to grieve. It's time to grieve. I think that's something that people don't give themselves time to do when relationships end and end sour. And, you know, she really didn't understand what I meant by that when I was saying, you know, you got to let yourself grieve. So I gave her an example of what I was talking about. I told her a couple of years ago about, you know, my friend that I had told you guys that, you know, we had stopped being friends. And it was rather like, it just happened like out of nowhere. And I went through a grieving process over that friendship. And it's like, you know, you can't turn, if you truly love somebody or you love someone, you just can't turn the switch off, okay? It's levels to that shit, okay? And it's called the healing process. And I had a therapist when we lived in Valdosta. I had a therapist, and don't judge me. Don't. I had a therapist, and I had a therapist due to this reason. I was going through something when Jasmine first left to go to college her freshman year. It was almost like a separation anxiety. I had never been separated from my child. I'm telling y'all, from the day I gave birth all the way up until the day we took her to college, that was the first time we ever separated. And I was going through something, and I get so sick and tired of black people, mainly, and I'm just gonna put it out there. I think if you say you see a therapist or you're seeing a counselor or something like that, oh, you're automatically deemed crazy. No, you're not. The people who don't go see a therapist, and you know you got some things you're trying to deal with within yourself, your ass is deemed crazy, okay? I'm all about keeping my dome free and keeping my mind and my sanity. And if I can't figure some shit out, and if God can't help me at home alone by myself, figure some shit out. You know, God has blessed some people to be able to sit and just listen and not judge you and not critique or, you know, tell you things that you don't necessarily need to hear, but some things that you really may need to hear, okay? There is a difference. And I did talk to my husband about this, and he was open to it. And there's nothing against him. It wasn't that he couldn't help me with anything. It's just that I needed someone that didn't know me, per se, and wouldn't judge me or actually wouldn't take my side. Let's just go on and put it like that. So that's what I needed at that time. And through that process of going through that with, you know, getting over anxiety with Jasmine leaving and stuff, and I ain't gonna lie, y'all, I handled that shit like a champ when she left. I did. And I was able to do something that my mother was never able to do, and that was let go. My mom still finds it very hard to let her daughters go, even though she knows we're only a plane ride away and a car ride away. Back to the healing process. I told my therapist about the issue that I was having with my friend, and when I had told her, I said it felt like I was grieving a death. She said, "You're absolutely right. That is how it is. You're grieving a death of a relationship, of a friendship, just like how we grieve the death of people who we love." So she told me that that's a process, and it's a healthy process that everybody must go through at some point in time in their life, whether it be with relationships or actually somebody actually passing away and dying. She said that was very, I guess, bold of me to come out and look at it in that context, just because I really did hurt over that relationship. And I think that's why it took me a good 6 to 9 months to finally like get that out of my system. And, you know, I just have to look at it as, you know, people come and go in your life, and, you know, everybody's not going to always be here. Well, as you all know, I've talked to her within the past couple of weeks, and to be honest, the update on it, you know, we really haven't talked much since. And I'm not going to say I'm rushing anything. And just like I had said that to y'all before, I'm not rushing because the grieving process was long and hard. And guess what? The rebuilding is going to be probably just that long as well. So I said I wasn't having any expectations about it, and I'm not. And it's just because when you grieve something and you've learned how to deal with it, pretty much you can move on. You can move on and just live and just let and allow things to just happen. If they're meant to happen, they'll happen. So with talking to her tonight and explaining and breaking that down to her like that, she understands where I'm coming from now, and she's gonna work on the grieving process. And I told her, sometimes I say it's okay to cry, it's okay to express yourself. I did suggest that maybe she should go see a therapist, and she told me that that was definitely something that she thinks that she was gonna do, because she needs to start healing. She needs to grieve, and she needs to heal, and she needs to forgive herself. Because if marriage does not work, you can't blame yourself if you know you did everything you possibly could to make the marriage work. So with that being said, our thanks tonight or today is for always having an open ear when my loved ones call me and they're seeking my advice, and being able to just give it to them raw and tell it like it is. And I told you, I always gotta put out this disclaimer: you want to hear the truth or you want to hear what you want to hear, you know? So that's my thanks for today. I'm thankful that my sisters, my daughters, my friends, they all will pick up the phone and call and ask me for advice or how I would handle a situation, or just plain just to sit and listen. Sometimes that's what people need to do. People just need to sit and listen, goddammit. You hear? So with that being said, I will see you Eclecnistas tomorrow, same time, same place. So I'll talk to y'all tomorrow, and everybody
Peace and good night.